did y'all end up at Colors R&B Only?
I really feel like it was, a lot of prayer. I'm just playing.
Amen.
Not the way that I, right, God's timing, for real. The way that I ended up here is I initially watched this video on YouTube. Jabari was on. It was called The Biz Plan. And because I was inspired, I went to his Instagram. Mm-hmm. I saw San Diego as one of the cities that they wanted to ask questions about, like market research. Mm-hmm. I said, hey, if you need any recommendations, I got you. He reached back. We're like emailing. Then we end up talking on the phone, asking, again, market research questions. Then there was like recommendations, DJs.
Right.
At the time, I was scary, so I did not put myself. But then a year later, I got reached out to. And I thought that was crazy because nobody on the team heard me play at all. So, it was a real blessing. So that's how my story went.
Things just work out the way they're supposed to work out sometimes.
So originally, Dauché texted me saying, hey, we're looking for more DJs. So I was like, okay, cool. But then I waited for you guys to actually post the, we're looking for other DJs.
Mm-hmm.
People started tagging. But I had my way in. I already knew I had my elbow in with Dauché. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I just sent my resume in and I auditioned. And y'all had liked it. And and I'm
and
here.
that song, Female Empowerment. Love that.
Yeah.
Listen.
It don't cost nothing.
Dauché is the plug.
Show don't. Savage, Magic.
Well, I had already been following Laurent for a little while, and so I thought he was doing something really cool, but it also looked like way bigger than what I was doing, so I was just a fan from afar. But then I went to a show, and it was just like such this big cool thing, and I was just like, I gotta see about like what this has going on. So he would give me little updates, but I didn't think that I would ever like be actually up there one day. So I just started back gigging in Houston, like there'll just be some dream stuff. But then the audition came around, and I remember I woke up and it was so many people tagging me, like people that I didn't even tell that I wanted to do it. I guess they just saw that it was something that I would be good for. And all my DJ homies was just tagging me in the comments. So I was like, okay, I will audition. Leave me alone. And that's when I did the summer series you guys were doing, where it was like
The brunch.
Yeah. And after that, I thought, okay, well, I had my little opportunity, maybe it'll come back around. But the same thing happened for the regular auditions. People kept re-tagging me again for the to be like an actual DJ for the
live
show.
shows, yeah.
And so I was like, okay, again, y'all, I will do it. And then I did it, and y'all had liked it. And so, here we are, and it's been great.
Yes.
Good.
Well, I first heard about R&B Only. I remember this vividly. I was 19 years old, and I wrote, just doing some like strategizing. I was in college. I was like, I could see myself doing that eventually. It's definitely not like a cold DM situation, so I'm gonna just wait. So I waited until I graduated college, and then y'all had posted that y'all looking for DJs. And so my line sister, who was working for Colors at the time, she tagged me here, and then I sent my tape, had my little Twitch set up at the time, 2021. And y'all liked it, and I remember where I was when I got the email that I had been selected to go forward auditions, and it's like I was in the mall, just got my hair done, and it was like,
hey, feeling yourself.
I was feeling myself. I was feeling that, and I was like, I never thought of something as life-changing, but I just knew that the person I was before that email and the person I was after that email were just too different. It was too different. So I can now looking back, I can say it was definitely life-changing. So
doesn't that feel good to just know that you're like in the space that you're supposed to be in?
Yeah, it's a blessing.
It feels great, right?
And shout out to homies putting your names in rooms that you're not in. That's a big deal.
For sure. Highlights so far, favorite R&B Only live experience.
Ooh, that's good. Being able to DJ at home. That was my favorite.
Oh, that was a show.
Magic might as well have been Usher that night. Like, that was crazy.
Wait, what did you just say about Usher?
She might as well have been Usher.
I thought you said Magic Mike. I'm like, who? Magic Mike. Wait,
last show for anybody who was at, that was the last show we did in Atlanta. The last show we did in Atlanta. Was it the Roxy?
Yep. And
Showing out. No, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola
Yeah.
Roxy.
I feel Magic and Laurent. That okay.
And I grew up down the street. Like, you leave the Roxy and you go straight down for 10 minutes and I was home. So it was literally my neighborhood. So
Crazy.
it was beautiful.
You didn't even
went
have
nuts.
to tell them you were from Atlanta. They could just feel it from that performance.
You went
Like
nuts.
that was crazy.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. That's my favorite.
I like that one.
I've been opening a lot, and I think that with opening, I chose my questions and answers based off of the type of response I wanted from the crowd. And I've really been feeling my Lauryn Hill moments with them. That's why I kept it.
They sing down.
I kept it for so long because I'm just like, man, y'all really love this. And it's one of the first times I tried having them sing the song all the way out, and that's my favorite moment because every city just gets it. So I gotta find another one for next
That's
season.
another one.
Are these our personal favorite moments? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Chicago show, because I wasn't nervous about Chicago. I was just like, wow, I've never been to Chicago. And Chicago could be like, I hear like they could be a rough crowd, but
That's a big ass venue too.
yeah,
it is huge.
but
It's
the
huge.
venue was so beautiful and like vintage.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, yeah, I think that was my favorite because the crowd responded accordingly, and I was like, oh, okay, I know y'all R&B, and I did my little Kim,
Y'all like y'all R&B?
right? I did y'all little Kim, and they were like, hey, and yeah, I love it. But the vibe that whole night, like really, I want to say the full show was my favorite too, just because. Yeah, that venue was huge, and I don't know.
Chicago's always a good
I fell in
time.
love with Chicago that night. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, Chicago, yeah,
Yeah,
move over here.
for sure.
There's been so many great moments. Of course, I love playing in my city, but I think experiencing London was life-changing. You always hear about them being receptive to music. I mean, they
Yeah.
literally dance all night, even to the songs that they don't like. And you know how it is. Like, if people don't like songs, they be
They
like,
gonna stop. Go to the bathroom, walk away.
You know what I'm
be
saying?
Like,
They be
put their phone
requesting.
up with another song. Like, boy, girl.
Yeah, so
Listen.
that was definitely a moment for me.
I love that. I have to say, I've really appreciated seeing all of your, well, maybe not Dauché. Well, yes, you've grown, but like, you've been here so long that like, you went through a lot of your peaks and valleys, like really early on. So I feel like you're really secure in what you do and how you do it. But I feel like me and Magic came on around the same time. And like y'all came on a little bit after, but like seeing your growth on stage and just like becoming the presence that you all are on stage has been mwah. Shout out to Gab, shout out to Nick Nack.
Yeah.
Right, we
Yeah,
missing too, y'all.
Our girls.
Seeing the growth and just like making the set your own, making it like an actual performance and not like, you know, like, because there's a difference between DJing for R&B only and like being at a club.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, we're performers up here. We don't just DJ. Like when y'all be in the DMs, like, oh, can I do a set tonight?
No,
It don't work
It's not like that. Like everything is prepared. There's no way you could be like, oh, put my song in here. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, think about you going to a concert and seeing an artist. They're going to perform a set. That's what we do, and we actually put real work into it. So yeah, it's not just oh, what do I feel like playing right now? Oh, Too Close by Next. Okay, let me find it. No, it's right there. I see everything
Read your
before.
DM.
Like,
I can't read your DM during the show and go tell Magic user 1562 wants to hear. Like,
R&B only.